So right off the bat, I'm just going to say Iron Lung is pretty impressive. It's based off a video game that came out in 2022, same title, Iron Lung, and it was developed by David Szymanski. I hope I'm saying that right. And essentially what this is about is it's about a post-apocalyptic future where the Quiet Rapture has made planets disappear, stars disappear, and there's this moon that is covered in blood, and Markiplier, or in the video game, you play the convict, you're going down into the blood because the moon is basically just all blood, and you're scanning things, and there's creepy things going on around the submarine. It goes deeper than that, especially in the movie. It goes a lot deeper than that. And the film itself is primarily set in one location. And there are chamber pieces, but this is like very much so a chamber piece. Like you are literally in, like I imagine it's like the size of my office. Like that's the size of it. And the film also runs 2 hours long, which I was a little bit nervous about. I'm not like, first off, I was nervous about the runtime, because I started thinking, okay, couldn't this be like 90 minutes? Couldn't this be 80 minutes? But actually, I understand why it is this long, because yes, I think if the film was 80 to 90 minutes, it would be paced a lot better. But the thing is, it doesn't need to be, because the whole point of this is you want to feel claustrophobic. You want to get into the mind of the convict, and you want to be engulfed in this situation, and I feel like a shorter runtime would have hindered that. So you can't really have your cake and eat it too, I think. So I think the runtime is fine, because regardless of anything, the people that are going into this film right now are probably people that are either a fan of Markiplier or a fan of the video game. So for me, the runtime worked. I didn't have a problem with it. And the performances were fantastic. I thought the performances were fantastic. Like Markiplier did a great job. Didn't really say much at the very beginning, like around the first half, but then it gets kind of dialogue heavy, which I was also pretty impressed with. The writing, I thought the writing was actually really well done. And it also has Troy Baker, Carolyn Rose Kaplan, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm Sean McLaughlin. I'm just trying to get these names out there because you can tell the people that worked on this film worked really hard. And fun fact, the person that did the music for this, the original score, his name is Andrew Holshut, and he also did the music for Doom Eternal, Quake Champions, and now Iron Lung, which it's kind of cool that the film has a lot of video game elements to it. It's got like some video game lore when it comes to the production and the cast, which I think is awesome. And the cinematography was done by Philip Roy, which I just want to give a shout out to the cinematography because for one, it was beautiful, but two, and I promise you I'm not trying to do a self-plug with my own film I'm working on, but when you're working in one location, like primarily when you're in one location, this film is filled with wides, ultra wides, and there's a lot of close-ups, but not even close-ups, but like micro close-ups. And when you're working in a space that's this confined, because the film that I'm working on, a big chunk of it is set in a hospital room with someone telling a story, you don't have to, but it definitely benefits you to kind of show things that are going on, to get into the characters' emotions. Because when you're in a space that's so small, you're going to be right up on characters' faces. You're going to be showing them close up. You're going to be showing their reactions. You're going to be showing their emotions. If they're talking through a radio, you want to show the radio. You want to show the elements of the radio. If they're interacting with an object, you want to show the object. And I just felt like the film being composed, especially from a cinematic standpoint, I feel like all the boxes were checked, and I feel like everybody knew exactly what they had to do when it came to this. Again, just very much so a well put together film. And this film also apparently has the most blood ever used in a movie, which at first when it showed the scene, I was like, oh, okay, that is the most blood, because they said that with It Chapter 2, and whenever you see it, I mean, you can tell that they used a lot of blood, and I don't want to say that it's not impressive, because I'm sure a lot of work went into it, but I was kind of like, oh, okay. So then with Iron Lung, I was like, oh, okay, and then you get to like the last fourth of the film, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, there's a lot of blood in this. Yeah, this film hit checked a lot of boxes for me, and I was very much so impressed with it, because I don't want to say that I didn't have many expectations going into this film, but I did go into it with an open mind, because I knew that, Markiplier basically self-financed the film. Guys, it's a love letter. It really is, and it's just got so much passion behind it. I applaud every filmmaker that made this movie. I mean, I'm super impressed, and I'm very, in a weird way, as another indie filmmaker, I'm kind of proud of, everybody that helped out with this movie. movie and made it come to light, because even though it is a very small and contained film, it's just got a lot of meat to it. Like, it's a very, very meaty film. And I don't know, if you're looking for a movie to watch, like if you've never played Iron Lung, if you've never seen Markiplier, you should maybe go see the film. See it for yourself, because this is one of those instances where, I don't know, and it could just me be like, I could be biased saying this, because, you know, when you are a filmmaker and you're putting your work out there, there's no guarantee that people are going to watch it. There's no guarantee that people should even watch it. But there's something about the little man making a movie and then getting it made and putting it out there. I don't know. It's just, I feel like those are films that should definitely be supported, because whenever a film like that is done right, it's always just very impressive. So Iron Lung, I had a really good time with it. I would love Markiplier to do another game that he likes. I think that would be cool. And also, I saw that he dropped out or denied a role in Five Nights at Freddy's to continue production on this movie, which again is just like, that's a lot of love. Like, to turn down a big studio film to make your own art, that's fantastic. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. Check out my link tree down below for all my short films. My film Pesadilla, also vignettes, is free on YouTube. Anyway, take it easy. See you next time. Later.